You ever wonder if it have haunted places in Trinidad? Places with spirits still walking around today? Welcome to this video, where I can take you through the mysterious haunting of Chacachacare. Chacachacare is an island in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. This mysterious, uninhabited island once the site of a colony of lepers run by a group of nuns is only 5 miles off the northwest coast of Trinidad. The colony housed around 250 patients. They lived in several buildings scattered on the island and was forced to care for themselves other than aid of the nuns. The island was spotted by Christopher Columbus on his third new voyage on the 12th of August 1498, and his little fleet spent the night anchored in Monkey Harbor. He named the island Port of Cats because he heard roars of what he thought were wild cats. The island was abandoned by the 1980s. There is said to be a ghost of a young nun who walks around at night with a lantern and haunts the former convent because she supposedly committed suicide. We went there on a university field trip and actually spent the night. You do hear strange noises at night, nothing you would expect from the known fauna there. One of my group members claimed hearing footsteps in the abandoned house we slept in while everyone was asleep. Only 8 of us were in that house. In the main abandoned doctor's house, there is indeed a ghost. One night while camping, there we were all asleep, but suddenly I woke up to see a man standing right in front of where we slept. And as I opened my eyes, and then he just vanished. I remembered clearly that he was wearing a watch, and after I remembered earlier we were playing hide and seek upstairs, my uncle told me he saw the same man wearing a watch and said to him, "You're it, I caught you." And he said nothing and walked away. He couldn't see his face though, cause it was pitch black. It's haunted, believe me, you can feel the heavy presence around you while you're there. And there's a cemetery up in the back of the house. I have had one experience when my friend wandered into the graveyard on his own for an unknown reason even up to now. Returning hysterically, running alongside the cliff on the path to the cemetery, claiming his glasses were taken from him by a woman that wore red lipstick. To my surprise, while exploring the island, I came across the abandoned houses, which are a beautiful part of history. I found a tube of red lipstick and a box of matches. The very next day, we found them laying in the very same spot. There is something spooky, I must admit. Even with a crew of 12, you can feel the intense aura in the buildings. It was said by folklore that the head nun was having an affair with the priest, and when it was exposed, she hanged herself in the church. It's beautiful during the day, not so sure about the night. The graveyard on the island was for nuns, mostly from France. The nuns cared for the people in the leper colony before the cause of leprosy was fully understood. They probably believed they were putting themselves at greater risk for acquiring the disease themselves. The nuns' sleepy quarters are very creepy, set amongst the overgrown trees, which even in the bright daylight makes the ruins gloomy and mysterious. It's easy to see why the buildings became a subject for ghost hunters international, especially if you carefully make your way upstairs and see the bizarre person-shaped cutouts in the wooden walls. The Bolo Rocks are a series of rocks located at the southwestern point of Chacachacare. They were named after a slave named Bolo who worked for a whaling station on the island. It seems like with every visit to Chacachacare, you're left with more questions and secrets than answers. Witnesses have also reported hearing voices, noises, and footsteps, seeing apparitions, shadows, being pushed, feeling cool spots, and so much more. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment on what you think on this place, and if we hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel, me and my friends, we gonna visit Chacachacare.